Welcome to episode 209, the number 2 podcast to follow in 2022, a Cigar Hustlers podcast. Take 3. Oh my lord. I need this back. You too can be a part of our podcast family and invest in our show. Put your product in front of thousands of listeners and viewers every episode. We are heard on 12 different podcast providers weekly all around the world. To have your ad right here in this spot, because it's the third time I've read this today, email me, Mike, at mikeandmikeproductions.com. Remember to please rate, comment, and subscribe wherever you happen to listen or watch or whatever.
Especially YouTube.
Especially YouTube.
Tube of the U.
Tube of the U. Oh, by the way,
it's freezing.
Ratings were way up last week.
Way up. Through the roof. Well, it's 48 degrees here, so that means it's like -2 throughout the rest of the world.
Nothing to do.
They're like, oh, might as well just jump on the podcast, catch on up.
There you go. Oh, by the way, salut to our friends in Belgium.
Oh.
The Belgium was our number 2 listener area last week behind the USA. It was Belgium. Wow. Salut all our Belgian friends.
You know what? That's an embarrassment for the Canadians. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you guys should be embarrassed. Belgium just came in and just
Belgians you know what? I love your waffles.
That's
just so you know.
That's like San Francisco uprooting the Cowboys. I mean, it's just
sport
disappointment. Oh yeah. A lot of NFL games this week. A lot of playoff games.
With the sport things.
I got to tell you.
You went to another game.
I did.
With the Boot family?
I brought the boots.
Yes, I brought the boots.
It was, man, we had a great time. It was a great game.
You played the Jeep game, I heard, again on the way.
Oh, we did play the Jeep game.
Nobody likes the Jeep game at you, Mike. I'll just so you know.
Well, it's fun for everybody until they realize that I kicked their ass in it.
Because you're the only one that ever plays.
I'm competitive AF.
Yeah.
You know? Jeep. They're like,
Jeep.
Where? I'm like,
there's not.
I'm like,
way over there, 2 counties over. I saw one go to the gas station.
I'm like, just wait a mile and it'll come to you. I can see really, really well.
Apparently.
I tell you.
Apparently. And you just pop Jeeps like that.
I remember I did a doctor's, like a physical appointment.
Yes.
And they do like the eyeball check.
Right.
Right. So like I'm standing.
They went, oh, sir, you're too close. We're going to have to move you.
No. So I'm standing across the hallway, all the way across the hallway. And we're
in the other room, the door's shut.
And I'm pinging them. And then they're like, she's like, wow, that's impressive. You didn't miss a single one. Wow. She goes, can you do the bottom row? And I did. I pelted that one too. I was like, what's up? What you got?
Move it further away.
Yeah, like let's make it interesting. Why don't we have somebody moving in front of it?
Moving. I bet you a moving target.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Just putting their hands back in front of the letters, back and forth.
So
F-P-T-Z.
So yeah, we went to the Eagles game. That was amazing. And what a great game. It was fun to watch, man. It was good to see kind of like a blowout where they kind of had control of the whole game.
Yeah? Yeah,
it was really fun. We had a really good time. Boots and his son Ethan, they were really cool.
Yeah.
And I wore the goat hat and Boots wore the goat hat.
I saw the picture. Yeah, you made Boots wear it.
We had people taking pictures of us.
I heard last night.
People on the field were taking pictures of us. Like what?
People on the field.
Some guy in a suit with the Tampa Bay Bucks stuff. He's like, you guys get together. I'm like, okay. Like a picture?
I think it'd be like a couple.
I'm like, the only 2 people that ever want pictures of me are my wife and my mother. I mean,
the San Francisco Times, the 2 of you are going to show up.
So
the middle-aged gay couple was enjoying the goats at the game. So
nobody gave us a hard time for standing this whole time.
You're both kind of large. Who's going to say something now?
Yeah.
It's like you brought backup.
Some people would say stuff, but nobody did. There weren't as many Eagles fans as I thought there would be, which is kind of cool. There was a guy next to us.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm listening. I have a lot going on.
And he was an Eagles guy, and like when we sat down, he's like, hey, he's very nice. He's like, good game, I hope you guys have fun, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden we started whooping their ass, and he's like, you wouldn't be shit without Tom Brady. I was like, wait till next year. I'm like, that's like saying Jordan, the Bulls wouldn't be shit without Jordan. Like, what are you saying? And then as like he goes to leave early, and he's like, I guarantee you guys won't repeat. So I looked at him and said, the only thing that you can guarantee me is that the Eagles season is over today. Oh. And he was not happy about that.
He shook his head.
But
this is 2 years in a row, right?
What, that they're
they don't go. Are they going? Those so the Super Bowl has not been determined yet.
No, not yet. So, but right. there's a lot of things that are going on right now. For one, They're playing the LA Rams, and the fucking Rams look good, man.
Yeah, they didn't used to be like that though.
So they've always
they've been. They had to. I went to a game when Adrian still lived in St. Louis. I mean, there was next to nobody there.
That's the St. Louis Rams, not the LA Rams.
Are there two Ram teams?
Well, they moved to LA.
Oh, they moved, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they were in LA, then they moved to St. Louis. Now they moved back.
They've had
all the same players.
They're in LA. No, I mean, there's been you're talking about.
So that was a long time
ago. How long ago? At least 4 years ago.
Yeah, it had to be a while ago.
So the coach there, Sean McVay, is really good. He's a very good coach.
Yeah,
he's very young, and
very young gentleman. Very.
Yeah, they got a
lovely family.
They have a powerful defense, a powerful offense,
powerful,
and it's a tough game. Unfortunately, I can't go to that game.
Why not?
You really want to know?
Oh,
I'll fucking tell you.
Sure.
Well, my uncle has lung cancer, and he might have 2 months to live.
Oh.
And he requested that we go and see him on Sunday.
Oh.
So I'm like,
You got 2 months, Uncle. Big game. Big game.
Well, yeah. I'm like,
I'm a big fan.
Can I wait next week?
Yeah, come on. You got 2 weeks.
Yeah, hang in there. So, yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
Well, maybe he doesn't even get to do. I mean, I hate to wish anything bad, but
it's possible.
I mean, yeah, I mean.
It was, so this is like the whole thing has been very surreal for me because, so my aunt and we were all kind of, I don't know where to start on the story. My aunt and my uncle started to get kind of closer to us when my father had passed.
Right.
And
I don't know if just you and I have talked about this or we did it on the air. I don't remember.
I don't think we talked about it on the air.
Okay.
And then
did you just lose a tooth or all of a sudden?
No, I feel like
lose a tooth out my mouth.
I got a little tobacco in there.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
So we were kind of, so like we started kind of developing that relationship again. And she was kind of my only source to history about my father.
Right.
Well, then of course she gets COVID and dies.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 months ago.
Right.
So then he can kind of carries a torch and keeps calling and like, hey, how you doing? And blah, blah, blah. I'm going to come up and see you. And like, he just kind of rapidly is deteriorated at a very fast pace. So I mean, it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't know what else to say there.
No, you're right. I completely understand.
But if he wants me to come and see, he wants
you
boys,
go.
I'm fucking going.
Right.
Yeah. So no football game is as important as family. So we're going. Should be fucking entertaining. It's gonna be a hell of a drive with 3 kids.
Oh, all the way down to Miami?
Oh, they're in Naples.
Oh, so the other side.
It's about 4.5 hours.
Well, the game's on the way.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna slide that in.
Yeah. Brittany, wait in the car. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Jack's coming with me.
Jax, come on, buddy.
So, yeah, either way. I digress. We had a good time at the game. We went to Universal.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Recently? Aren't there more restrictions with them?
There are more restrictions, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the place, it wasn't. I had a good time, but you could just tell that employees are fucking irate about the mask thing, and it's tough. It was.
Did I read an article that they might close for a while till this clears up?
They better not.
Maybe it was one in California. Is there one in California?
Probably.
Maybe it's that one. I didn't read the article.
We're in Florida, baby. We stay open.
Right. Yeah.
So I still can't taste anything.
Still can't. So food wise, and I mean,
so there are I get notes of salts and I can get notes of sweetness. What's really funny is artificial sweeteners are definitely sweeter than sugars.
Oh yeah.
So you can taste those better than.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I had COVID or not. I'm not going to go get.
If you don't get tested, you don't have it.
Yeah. Well, if I have a stuffy nose, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get my fucking. I have a 2-year-old child that's in early learning center, and they bring home shit all the time. The time.
You'd be get tested weekly.
Right. Nobody's had fevers. Nobody's been coughing or anything in my house.
It's tomorrow where you can start. You can go online and apply for a free test from the government.
Ooh. I think that's nice. Tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
I just want one test sitting around.
But what's the point if people aren't dying and there's no fever? Like, what do you want? Where's the line?
Where do you do it?
The line for you is definitely different than the line for me, and it is what it is. You choose to live your life how you want to live your life. I'm going to live mine how I live mine. And we're in Florida, so we don't really care.
We don't really care.
Yeah, it's a lawless state. Right. God damn it. So I went.
You went to Universal.
I got a really embarrassing story to tell you.
Oh, did you get another fight?
No. I figured that you'd enjoy it. I figured it would lift your
please.
spirits, and then
Yes.
we'll depress. We'll talk about your situation shortly thereafter.
Okay. All right.
So we decided to go to the Men in Black thing,
Right.
Because this is the thing. Like, I'm trying to get.
Is that the
shooting game?
Okay.
Yes. So there's actually places on Facebook and shit where you can look up what to shoot.
cheat?
It's not cheating. It's preparing.
It's like cheat codes and stuff.
Well, you got to know what to hit and stuff, so
Right.
you can get like the highest score.
Right.
I can't break 500,000. I get like 500,000. I'm trying to get 999.
Oh. Ooh.
So I'm like, all right, hey, you guys. So we're with the Manny and his wife.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, you guys want to do Men in Black? And they're like, oh yeah, because they're down with that too.
Oh,
they
yeah.
also want to break this score. So we go and we go with Jax, and I go and I sit down. I'm like, man, this seat's warm. Go and fucking we do the whole thing.
Is the seat warm?
We go and we do the whole
Guess you gotta
round
do that, yeah.
and stuff. And I get up at the end. I had a good score, by the way, but it wasn't great. I go to get up, and my ass is soaked.
Somebody peed the seat.
Some kid pissed in the chair, and it's like a black
Right,
seat,
the seats are black.
and it's like almost like a bowl.
Right.
So it just kind of sat there.
Right.
So I totally sat in some kid's piss.
Oh.
How terrible is that?
What did the germaphobe do?
Oh my god! I took it.
Quickly spray my ass with something.
No, I went and I changed. I went and I bought some sweats.
Oh.
I'm not sitting in some. I'm not.
You had to
sitting
buy
in
them? You
piss.
didn't like complain you get free ones?
I let them know.
Right.
I'm like, hey, that seat's soaked.
Right.
That seat is soaked.
Sir, did you get scared, sir?
And at that point, I wasn't really. I don't know. I wasn't like
It was warm, so I mean, it was obviously the rider before you.
I knew that I knew that I had a problem and I had to deal with it. And I'm not the type of person to be like, what kind of shit are you guys trying to? Like, I'm not going to lose. I'm just going to go fix the problem. Right.
Black wet doesn't really show up if they wouldn't have seen it. More than likely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what would you expect from
Roxy or Adrian Palmer?
Oh.
Let me take it real quick. We can take it on the air. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, babe. Oh, hold on a minute. We're doing the podcast, so this is on the air. But
You're
go ahead.
on the air, 80 King Palmer.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hi.
Just call me back when you're done.
All right. Anything drastic?
Well, I just need, I do need to talk to you. So.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
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 All right. Let's stop for a second.
Okay.
We'll be right back, and then we'll explain.
Uh-oh. I'll get off the...
No. Hey, we paused. Mammogrammy thing? Yeah. Okay. No, baby, I didn't read anything. You were handling that. Yes. If the thing didn't, if we didn't fill out the paper, yeah, I saw that part. But we had it. She got her January payment, so it wasn't suspended. So they have 30 days to process the paperwork for the February payment. No, it doesn't. But I mean, she got the payment after that February date, or after the December date. So they didn't suspend it. Okay. No, not yet. Oh, yeah, you can do that if you want to. Sure. Correct. All right. Bye. All right. Okay, and
we're back.
And we're back. Okay, so what
Yes.
happened after your beep?
So I went into the store and I bought, lovely universal sweatbands that I'm hooked on these things. I want to wear them all the time.
Oh, really? They're
Very
nice, huh?
comfy. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Good for you.
So yeah, just switching. It could have been worse. My son could have sat in it because he was next to me.
Oh, that would have been worse.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you just you think about the shock and embarrassment that it would do to an 8-year-old.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, more people will be, come on, if you peed your pants, just tell us you peed your pants.
Or whatever the case may be. Or him just be embarrassed, whatever. Me, it's not a big deal. I'm like,
not knowing if he even did or not.
Right. I'm like, yeah, oh, great. I'm just sad that some gets pissed.
So what did you do about underwear? Did it soak through to your underwear?
Yeah, I felt in the underwear, went rogue.
Oh,
yeah.
In sweatpants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Good thing about having kids, you got like the baby wipes. So, yeah.
Oh,
so I cleaned myself up nice. I was ready to go.
Good.
And we'll left shortly thereafter.
So what did the ride people say when you told them, hey?
They're like, oh, really? And like, I wasn't sticking around.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
I want to clean that.
Yeah, you might want to stop.
They think you did it.
Yeah. Like, that guy just pissed himself.
That guy just got so excited he peed himself on the ride.
I really love the aliens.
Right.
So that was fun. Yeah. It was woohoo.
Wow.
Yeah. So. And you had some bad news, unfortunately.
Yeah, we've talked about my father being sick and everything lately. Yeah. He had fallen right before Christmas, and we might even talk about this, and cracked a bunch of ribs, I guess.
Yep.
That turned into pneumonia, apparently. That was one of the things they were watching for, but it turned into pneumonia. Pneumonia turned into fluid on the lung. Then did him in, and he passed yesterday morning.
Yes. You know, it's...
That phone number that called it, didn't answer, left a message. Let's see what.
So you've got a lot on your plate as of late. Checking them. Calling about your warranty?
No. Shit, I got to call this dude real quick. Guy's trying to deliver flowers, can't get in the gate. We had everything delivered to the house. Mom doesn't want to deal with anything at the house. Hi, this is Mike Palmer. You just called about a flower delivery. Are you still at the gate by chance?
Yes, I am.
All right. If you're at the back gate, which is the little keypad that's in the bushes, sort of.
Yes,
Yeah, it's 2108.
2108.
Yes. No pound or nothing on the back one. The front one, you have to use a pound for the code.
Okay, 2108.
Yes, sir. You bet. Bye bye. Oh my Lord.
All right, ready?
Yeah. All right, we're back again.
All right, so
that was a flower delivery man trying to deliver flowers.
So Mr. Palmer's got his hands full as of late. You know, hey, unfortunately, I mean, you know, your dad was obviously older.
Yes, he was 80,
and he had a lot of health issues.
He had a lot of health. They had been declining over the years.
Alzheimer's has been going on.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, it's never good that it ends, but
lesser of two evils.
Right, it didn't stretch out. So right. he was in hospice for 2.5 full days, I guess. Everybody through this whole thing, as far as the medical staff, has been very nice, very kind. No problems with anybody. Had a little problems with the nurses, but I straightened that out, and we didn't have problems anymore. So
nice.
Yeah, but the hospital people were very nice. We've already done the funeral home. They were very nice, and everybody at the hospital set us up with the hospice. The hospice set us up with the funeral home. Funeral home set us up with everything that had been done there. So it's I don't know, it's a lot easier than you think it's going to be, I guess.
At this point, in his life and in your life, it's definitely easier.
Right,
It's not like he passed when you were really young.
Right. I'm at an age where I can take care of this. My brother's in town, and we're sort of divvying up the duties between the two of us and taking care of them. Today, my wife's got she had a mammogram that she had scheduled previously.
Get her all checked up.
That was a previous thing, so we got that taken care of. And then we're trying to turn off Dad's phone because Mom's been paying for the phone. Still, even with the dementia, she never turned it off.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we just got the phone in our custody 2 weeks ago because Dad had done something to her. It was completely locked up. You couldn't even get into it.
That's
anymore.
Nice.
Yeah. But like we started going through his office trying to find stuff about the life insurance, if there was a will and stuff. Right. And his office has been swept clean. There is nothing in it.
Really?
It's completely empty. All the business files, everything's just empty. Everything's empty. It's
he shredded all of it?
We don't know. Nobody knows.
Or maybe your mom did?
No, she didn't. She knows she didn't.
Well, it's not like people have been rotating in and out of the house.
Right. No strangers have been in the house as far as we know. So it had to have been Dad over the last couple of years, just not knowing what something was or something. Because Connor one time caught him shredding photos, old photos.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was like, well, I don't know who any of these people are. I don't need this. So just people he didn't remember. They had a safe in a hall closet. I mean, it was open, empty. Nothing in it.
Wow.
Yeah, so after a couple of phone calls today, I did find the life insurance policy, but there has to be a second one. This was only enough to cover a funeral, if he had decided to go that way. he gave me a letter back in 2008 that said he wanted to be cremated, that he did not want to be buried. He just, the whole idea of being trapped underground just horrified him. And so my mother actually has a problem with the cremation, but she's not fighting it because that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. So, there's going to be no service because he didn't want one. So we're just going to pick him up in a week. And there's the flower guy. Pick him up in a week and bring him back to the house, and then he sits on the mantle, I guess. I don't know what you...
Well, first of all, let me start by saying welcome to the Dead Dads Club.
Yes, thank you.
You're officially a member.
What a horrible club to have to be a member of.
Well, it's better.
But you're right.
It's better than the other way around.
Right. Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, it's a lesser of two evils.
Right.
I can tell you that I kept my dad in the closet for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time, because you just don't know what to do.
Your mom, I've heard a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Your mother didn't, I mean, I know they weren't married at the time.
No, so actually, his girlfriend.
Right. That was the next question. She didn't want him.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She did.
Oh, yeah.
Problem with that is you could lose contact with her and then not get him back.
Yeah, I wasn't okay with that.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to bring him here.
Right.
So,
Well, maybe my dad and your dad can get together. We'll get them together for drinks or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We can put the boxes together.
Right.
That's
hey guys,
fine.
chit chat.
That's fine.
They probably would have enjoyed talking to each other.
Yeah, I can actually bring the box over. You can watch my dad for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go. We could switch.
I need to borrow Dad for a while, Mom. He's going out. He's got a day date.
Only some people will find humor in this morbid fucking conversation. But
I told Adrian about the Dead Dad Club after we talked about it last night.
You're
She's like,
what
a horrible thing.
Fucking
people
are
we're
evil.
talking about something.
We can make it lighthearted. There's nothing we can do about it. You know?
I'm trying to crack jokes in the car and stuff. We're driving around. Adrian goes, "This is not the time for that." I go, "Well, you know what? Dad would be laughing."
When is the time? Yeah, and you know what's funny is because I only got to meet your dad a couple times.
Right.
But goddamn, he was a funny motherfucker. I can tell that's where you got it from.
Right,
he would drop shit. He would drop lines. You're like, that is awesome.
Well, I think I said just recently, Mom would be yelling about something, and he would.
Right. He'd fake like he's dead.
He'd fake like he's dead.
Right,
what happened? He goes, "I died."
He died again. Dad died again.
Or no habla inglés.
No habla inglés.
I don't. Also, he doesn't speak English.
So yeah, but yeah, we can get our dads together. So my dad is he's made his. We have this morbid fucking graveyard now of 2 dogs and my dad. Little collection.
But there's
out
stuff.
In the family
there's
room.
stuff like you have to know that you don't know. Like we needed his mother's maiden name for the birth certificate.
Yeah, that's not a question you know about your father.
Right. I mean, we even and then he's got one relative left, his brother. He hadn't talked to him forever, just for one reason. We couldn't find his number forever.
Right.
We didn't even know how to get a hold of him. And then he didn't even know. Well, he knew the mother's maiden name, but he had spelled it wrong.
Oh shit.
So we eventually found that online. But then where he was born, we're like, it's Texas, but that's all we knew. Even
Texas.
Mom didn't know.
In Texas.
So we had it narrowed down to Lamar County in the city of Paris, Texas, or Paris County, Lamar, Texas. I mean, and they're not close together if you look on a map. It's not like they crossed lines or anything. But when I found the life insurance policy, the small life insurance policy, it was on there apparently. So we did get that.
I mean, it's possible that's the only one. If you had a term policy or something like that, who knows?
Well, he would have thought he would have set things up better for Mom. Other than
I don't think dudes necessarily cover that.
Well, he had mentioned it before, time to time. That he had made sure Mom was taking care of. So there's got to be a will somewhere, and there may be money hidden somewhere that we don't know about. I mean, she has plenty of money. I checked her financials the other day, and I know how much is coming in from his pension from where he worked forever and his Social Security.
I'm sure an investigator could find all that stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a big thing. So
I got a guy.
with her still alive, everything just defaults to her anyway. So
right, for the most part,
you're right.
Right.
So, like I said, Adrian went to the bank today, and it's not there's an and or thing. If it's and it's both, if it's or, it's either or something. But the bank accounts are all safe. We're not even going to close those because then it's too much trouble.
Right. She's on the account.
Yeah, she's on the account, and they said it's not a problem just to leave it, and it's easier to leave it than to close the 5 or 6 accounts they have.
Right.
And to close the IRAs and all this other crap.
Yeah, that's a mess.
So, yeah. And then her trying to, she might start using the wrong checkbook, and then we got to make sure we get all the old checks. And
right.
It's just too much trouble.
Just leave it the way it is.
We're just leaving it the way it is, right?
Okay. Well, hey, sorry for your loss, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You've been very nice. You've called on me several times.
It's not easy, It's and it's hard for anybody else to really kind of understand it if you haven't lost a loved one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I was even explaining that to Boots. I'm like, you know, your dad's still alive. You know,
Right.
your mom's
His dad's my age.
I know.
His dad's a couple of years older than me, if that.
He started fucking when he was like 12 or some shit.
Right. Apparently. Or
Started
something.
banging him out.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Thank goodness my wife has been through this several times with her mother and her sister and
Yeah.
so she's
Experienced a
yeah,
lot.
right. So she's taking a couple of days off and she's just, you know, running everybody through and everything. So, but mom doesn't want anybody to know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, man. Like older people kind of take like pride in.
Yeah,
you know,
I think she's
they're always
trying to
about very
protect him or
yeah,
something,
Like,
because-
yeah, like very secluded. Like
Right.
even my uncle, like you know, I'm sure that like even Brittany and I have had these conversations. Like they had to know other things have been going. They had to know.
Right.
Like
Yeah, well, forever she didn't want anybody to know he had dementia
Right.
and Alzheimer's. She wanted everybody, and I understand that one.
yeah, somebody can
That's-
take advantage of you. on
That's a
that
little
shit.
more embarrassing.
I don't think it's
guess-ish.
embarrassing. I just think that some people fucking suck. Like I can tell you
Right.
that when my grandmother had dementia, people purposely came around and took advantage and took all her shit.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, we've explained that to her now. Like, you know, when you answer the phone, don't give anybody information on the phone, because as soon as the death certificate is made public,
Right.
I'm sure these, you know, all sorts of scum come out of the woodwork.
Of course.
Right. So
You gotta deal with that
we're
shit.
trying to get everything locked down before that. 'Cause that apparently takes like a week to 10 days to get those. It's not a easy process.
Yeah, and then COVID, everybody's lazy as fuck now. It's like
Right.
at least a month. It's like, COVID, what?
So like, you know, we were gonna well. I understand that doing service. We'll have a thing at the house. You know, the neighbors might want to come. No neighbors. No neighbors. Just family. Nobody coming over.
Yeah, whatever she wants.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what it is, really. But
Unless there's something that you want.
right. No, I mean, no. Whatever she wants. I don't.
I figured that you would be indifferent. I don't know your brother, but you know, I mean, you have a tendency to cater to people around you. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So I'm sure that-
I thought because some of the neighbors we've had to call on to help for different situations over the last couple of years. So they know, and like when he got taken to the hospital for the broken ribs, we had to call a neighbor to get him because they're 40 minutes away.
Right.
I mean, and they were right there, so they took him. But mom didn't even want her to know.
Yeah, man.
But we had to tell her because we couldn't get in one night because there's a little clicker to get through the gate, and we didn't have my car, so we didn't have the clicker. We didn't think to grab the clicker, so we had to call that neighbor to get in. So then
Just ram the gate.
you have to explain what's going on. You know, are you home? And we need to call you and all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah.
but
Well-
and everybody means well. I know, but everybody's got advice.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, and
There
it's
is no-
you know, you don't know. So I appreciate, you know, that you're well thoughts and that you're sorry, but you know,
Yeah. It's
like
best to
what?
ask.
You should let her stay in the house. She needs to stay in the house. That's her house.
There is no right
That
answer.
house is so fucking huge, and she's gonna be beating around in that house by herself. And,
Yeah, who the fuck wants that?
yeah. And the draw on her monthly for that thing, you know, and it's,
For a big house for one person.
yeah, I mean, there's a lawn guy, there's a pool guy, there's you know, the house is 15 years old or so there's maintenance to do in the house and cleaning lady and
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no look. At the end of the day, there is no right answer. You do whatever you think is best for your
Right.
family, and that's fucking that, man.
right.
So hey, we've had a rough couple of fucking weeks.
We've had a rough couple of weeks here at the Hustler. So
and Mike just took the fucking cherry and put it on top.
but yeah, we missed a couple of shows, and then this one's going up late, and so
Did we miss a podcast? We missed.
no, we didn't miss a podcast.
didn't miss a
I
podcast.
missed the other one because it was Wednesday, and so we missed that one last week.
For the shit show?
Yeah, but this one we have not missed at all though, except the Patreon. We missed a couple of Patreons for.
Because I can't taste anything, goddammit.
Still can't
But we're gonna
taste
still roll
anything.
through it. Whatever.
We're gonna do one today.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll through it today.
Yeah, I don't want Bo to be upset. You know.
No, now we owe him $5.
Yeah.
We missed
I'll
two.
give him $5.
$5, Bo. We're very sorry, Bo.
I'll give him a cigar.
Give him 2 new Cubas.
2 new.
That puts you a little over to $5.
Get you a house blend,
Oh,
unbanded, short
there you
filler,
go.
something special.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to do the news? We got a lot of news this week.
Ooh, we do.
We have a lot of news.
That's good. Let's make this
We
a
have
little bit
lot
lighter.
we have a lot of lighter stories for the news. Too,
Excellent.
So,
I'm super busy.
Super-
How do you spell Chevelle?
From the four quarters of the world, all the cigar industry news you could possibly need. The Cigar Hustler Podcast Report with Mike 2.
La Flor Dominicana is increasing prices, Michael.
No way. Them
Blanco
too.
Cigars increasing prices, Michael.
Who?
Blanco. David Blanco.
Oh.
Blanco Cigars. El Artista, price increase. Aganorsa Leaf, price increase in February. They're holding off.
And
Don't
CLE.
Don't look ahead. CLE Asylum is
paper.
increasing the prices on February 1st. Ashton is increasing prices for 2022, but it's an update.
Okay.
Previous story said they were going to increase prices on everything produced in the Dominican Republic. Now, the changes will affect La Roma de Cuba, San Cristobal, and the Premium House Selection lines, as well as the company's Savoy humidors and accessories.
All of it.
And then finally, Michael, Dunkin' Donuts is having a price increase.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
You know what? That's where I fucking draw the line.
I knew that one would upset you, the Dunkin'
Of course
Donuts.
it would. So wait, now I got to pay more for my munchkins?
More for the munchkins.
It's just a leftover donut. Why do I have to pay a premium for this?
It's just the leftovers.
It's just the leftover of the donut. They took the circle out,
right,
and they fucking rolled it up, and now I got to pay a premium for this.
Yes, that is the price increase is just on the munchkins.
You know what? We're gonna have a price increase on our empty boxes here. Fuck that.
Just the empties.
Now they're $6.
Oh, let's see. Roma Craft Tobacco, Michael, is increasing prices.
They are?
For 2022.
Yes, we've heard this.
Yes, but the actual whole story is for Uncle Skip. So
oh, okay. For Uncle Skip.
All right.
So he messaged me the other day for clarification with the Wonderlust Fiorilla. It's gonna because it's in that. That sampler pack.
Oh, okay.
It's good to know that Skip still listens. By the way, thank you for being consistent for the past 5 years.
He was Man of the Year for the shit show.
I saw that.
Yes,
it's a major honor.
It's a major honor.
Carol Bashkin's #1 cigar of the year.
Right.
Fantastic.
And Skip Martin, Man of the year. Well, I saw Terrence Riley got Dojo's Man of the Year, and we all decided we're like, oh well, we should also have a Man of the Year. I'm certain.
Absolutely.
And it was unanimously Mr. Skip Martin.
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down. There was no question. And he's also our biggest fan.
Yeah.
By size, not listens most.
Hey, he's probably a little leaner now.
He is. I'm sure he is. He's taking care of himself now.
He's got to walk up that hill in San Juan del Sur.
No, he drives that go-kart thing.
He's a go-kart. That's right.
See, effective January 1st, the prices of Roma Craft Tobacco cigars increased by an average of 3.8%. The changes are the result of an increased cost for tobacco, labor, logistics, and the FDA compliance, according to Mr. Skip Martin, co-founder of Roma Craft Tobacco. Martin told Half Wheel that this is the first price increase for the company since 2019. And he left open the door for another increase if the Roma Craft's costs continue to rise. Well, yes, I mean, if they keep going up.
Yeah.
See, within each line, the price change will vary from cigar to cigar, but Roma Craft Tobacco provided Cigar Hustler Podcast, the average increase for each. The Aquitaine is a 7.3%, Cro-Mag 9.5%, Baca 1.4%, the Intemperance BA 4.3%, Intemperance EC 5.2%, Intemperance WR 9.7%, and the Neanderthal 2.1.
Okay.
Limited editions 1.9 and El Catador samplers 3.5.
All right. Well, 3.5, that ain't shit. Your Cameroon, that ain't shit.
Yeah,
so in essence, what he's pretty much saying is your Habano, your demand for Habano and your pricing for Habano is increased, significantly, and so is your broadleaf. Yeah, I get that.
All right, this week is Half Wheel's annual awards week. Series of awards given out by this site are capped off by our annual list of the top 25 cigars we reviewed in the previous year. The awards typically include Company of the Year, Factory of the Year, Package Top 10, and then the aforementioned top 25 cigars. There's also a consensus, which is hosted at Half Wheel, but is not a Half Wheel award. This year, they're doing no award for Factory of the Year. What do you have? Just a little thirsty.
I'm a little verklempt.
So
that's interesting. So why? Because COVID or some shit? I mean, what?
Basically, yeah, they haven't been able to visit. I pulled the story because I thought we would do a Cigar Hustler podcast Factory of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Which we will announce next week. We got to get all the information together.
Yeah.
They came to this decision because it was difficult. Blah, 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 blah. They didn't make any factory visits because of the COVID.
I want to find the smallest factory with just one pair.
And that's going to be Factory of the Year?
Factory of the Year.
Okay. The visits are not the deciding factor, but they do help immensely in understanding how a factory is doing compared to its peers. The complete lack of visits combined with the other challenges mentioned above made it pretty easy to come to the conclusion that, no award this year. You
could have just done one, Charlie. I mean, what the fuck?
They hope that this is just a temporary thing and that next year there will be an award.
You could have just said, hey,
coveted Half Wheel Factory of the Year.
Like, you could have just said, hey, these cigars have been consistent. We've smoked the majority of these. There's been minimal issues as far as plugs. And this is why we decided to award this Factory of the Year, even though it's not how we normally do it.
Something.
Instead of just dropping price increases on your fucking media list every goddamn day.
Every day. That's the big headline.
Yeah.
So the Cigar Aficionado list has been published. Very strange this year the way they did it, but still it's been published. When would we like to announce our opinions on the top 25? When can
Okay.
we arrange? We're not going to tell you who's reading it this year. We can't do my son Jake anymore. He did just make his annual visit. He was here for the weekend because of his grandfather, but he did too good. His dealing with the public and everything over the last several years, and he has picked up a little bit of Spanish, so it's not funny anymore. So we are having alternate arranged.
We do have an alternate arranged.
So when do you think we'd like to announce we're going to?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Because we officially have the list.
Yes. The list came out at the end of last week.
Oh, let's see. Maybe we just come. You want to come to the house or something? You want to take the portable there and we'll just do that review?
You have to give me a couple of days to figure out how the portable works. Last time we couldn't get the portable to work.
Okay.
So yeah, we maybe.
If not, I'll bring him up here.
Let's see how the week plays out and what all I have to do.
Yeah. If not, I will have him brought up here after school.
Oh, that would probably be much better because then we have the set and everything.
Okay. And we can do that.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll make that a special episode.
Okay.
All right. We are going to the TPE. That is next week.
Yes, we are going to be. I have locked in a dinner.
Yes, we are available for one more dinner. If anybody out there is interested.
Wednesday evening's available.
Wednesday evening.
If anybody wants to buy us food, we like it. We like food.
There is a breakfast on Wednesday morning also. Wait. We leave.
We'll be there like noon on Wednesday.
Okay, so we have Wednesday night dinner already covered or Thursday
night?
Thursday night. So that's the night we leave.
Yes.
Okay, so Wednesday
So hopefully
night.
it's not like tacos or something. You know?
Yeah, so Wednesday night we're available for drinks and food.
Ooh, yeah.
And then maybe a breakfast Thursday morning if someone's interested.
Yeah. We're just looking for a complete parlay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we're complete.
Yep.
Complete
I
stuff.
want to feel loved. I want to feel the retailer love that I see some of these.
He's got a big buy he can do if somebody is wanting to sway.
him.
him.
I see all these other retailers. They get like
weekend holidays in places.
They get massages.
Massages. Oh, nice.
They get everything. They get all this kind of treatment.
Right, and we get no love.
Everybody's afraid of us. That's the difference. It's called fear.
Don't do anything.
Which is fine.
Nothing is off the air with these people.
It's always good, and I won't say the person's name, when someone comes in and says, I just want you to know I'm not scared of you. I'm like, I know that you're scared of me. By
having to say you're not.
you coming in and making that statement makes me well aware that you are nervous.
Oh, happy birthday to Mr. John. Why did the red light flash? We never had the red light flash.
I don't know.
Happy birthday, Mr. John Converse with
Perdomo.
Perdomo Cigars. Today is his birthday. Let's see. Washington, D.C. will require COVID-19 vaccines to enter cigar bars.
You guys are just fucked up, man. You're just fucked up.
Saturday, January 15th. If you'd like to enter a cigar bar in Washington, D.C., you must show proof of vaccination. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced.
How much time are you wasting on stupid shit when you guys should be making fucking progress for your people?
Oh, it's not just cigars, apparently. If you let me.
I don't care what it's for.
Oh, okay. The new requirement for certain types of businesses, mostly notable restaurants, bars, and gyms, but also includes cigar bars within the District of Columbia. Any person 12 years old or older will have to show proof. Oh, so if you're 11, you can go to any cigar bar you want.
Do they? How is it? Are they allowed to ask my age?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell them I'm 11.
Proof of age.
I don't need to
proof of age.
What do you want me to carry my birth certificate?
Yes, you've only had to receive one dose.
Just the one.
Just the one. Just the one.
Just the tip.
Doesn't matter. There's two.
Just for a second.
And a bumper. A two and a.
Even though that vaccination was designed more for the Delta variant than it was the Omicron.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything, but just some things that you're doing, politicians, just don't fucking make sense.
Well, cigar bars were specifically mentioned. They are hardly the only business that will be effective. Restaurants, bars, coffee shops, and more or less any place that has sit-down areas for consuming food or beverage included. In addition, indoor entertainment facilities such as nightclubs, movie theaters, and sporting venues are also subject to the requirement. Well, they just say everywhere.
Yeah, because like 2 or 3% of the population are cigar smokers. So let's make sure that that's a highlight in the fucking. I mean, like none of this makes sense.
Right. There's two listed exemptions that would allow unvaccinated individuals to enter a cigar bar. One is those entering for a quick and limited purpose. For example, just an in and out.
Okay.
For takeout, picking up an order, or making delivery, and those who have been granted exemptions for medical conditions or a sincerely held religious belief.
Right, there you go.
So those are the two exemptions.
Christ told me no vax.
That's right.
I just don't get it.
No.
Like, it's just so stupid. So wait, so as a retailer, I have to fucking vet the person that excuse me, sir, do you have a vaccine? I mean,
how long
How
you plan on staying, sir?
Yeah. Are you going to be in and out?
Am I throwing cigars at you as you walk in?
Having
or
a cigar?
are you sitting down?
Like all that would do is just piss me off, and it's not even the retailer's fault.
No. You're right. I'll just go next door. Can't go there either because at that bar you got to have a card too.
Yeah, but that guy, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, what are the repercussions for the retailers?
It's not mentioned.
Yeah.
Probably a fine.
How do they? That means there's got to be like a special team of people,
Right. A vaccination SS squad.
I just want you to know that we walked in there and
Right.
when we bought a cigar and no one asked us.
Are there any unvaccinated people in your store, sir?
Right.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, he said he was vaccinated.
Did he show you the card?
His credit card. He paid. After
I mean,
that,
paying is always good.
I don't care now.
Yeah.
Do what you want with the man.
They took the leaves. We gave them the money.
That's right. The Bandolero Firecracker slated for
my
June.
Goodness, Bandolero.
United Cigars has announced that this year's Firecracker release will be coming from Bandolero by Selected Tobacco.
David Garofalo?
No,
What's the guy's name?
Bandolero.
Doesn't he run United? Your boy?
David Garofalo?
Yeah.
No, that was the
Cigar
people.
Hustlers podcast?
No, wasn't that the company he had the problem with for making firecrackers?
I thought that he's part of them.
I don't. Oh, I think maybe he is now.
Yeah.
Maybe. 3.5.
Who's number one? Tell me.
Who's number one? A Cigar Hustler, the podcast.
They're
right.
number one. That's right, David. You tell him, Dave.
That's right, David. Blinking red.
It will be a 3.5 by 50 short Robusto. Has based its blend on that of the Clandestino line, also known as Series C. This means fillers from the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, as well as undisclosed tobaccos from Ecuadorian binder and wrapper. The wrapper leaf, however, is one that is generally used on the company's Adventuras line. Where they put all these long words, which is also called the Series A. And they just call it the Series A.
Yeah.
Each cigar will. What do they will? They will be featured
What
the
will they do,
extended
Michael?
twisted tobacco from the head, designed to look like a wick of firecrackers. Keeping with the Bandolero's line specifics, all the tobaccos have been aged for 5 years, while the cigars have been aged for 2 years after being rolled. So aged for a total of 7 years.
7 years.
7. See, at $9 is the MSRP, and offering a 20-count box. It should be in a 20-count Bandolero. You can wear it. Bandolero.
Yeah.
It'll be on display at the upcoming.
And that's why you're head of marketing for Cigar Hustler.
That's right. Oh, it's going to be at the TPE. Maybe we can see him at the TPE.
Yeah.
In late January, it's scheduled to ship in June. Production numbers have not yet been disclosed. My partnership with United Cigars has gone beyond the distribution of my cigars, said Nelson Alfonso of Select Tobacco in a press release. This is family, and I wanted to share my Bandolero blend with this beautiful Vitola. United Cigars also distributes Select Tobacco. Firecracker series was launched in the mid-200s by David
Who's number one? A Cigar Hustler, the podcast.
Garofalo of Two Guys Smoke Shop in Nashua, New Hampshire. By the way,
I like that you don't even read these.
I don't read these beforehand. Garcia Blue. I feel that infringes on the spontaneity of the commenting.
Yeah, get the real raw experience.
Some stories I have to read first
Right.
because I have to understand.
Right.
Limited edition cigar of national brands, including Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, Fratello, HVC, Crystal. What? Well, where do we go here? Still remains core line Firecracker, and I also incorporated other series limited edition cigars from the Firecracker. He's also got a Firecracker from Dunbarton, Fratello, HVC, Christoph, La Florina, Perdomo, Romacraft Tobacco, and the newly released Poshik Firecracker.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
We're going to come out with one of those.
Oh, you came out with that. That's nice.
Yes. No, we.
Oh, we came out with that.
Yes.
We have to call it something else.
We can't call it the Poshik Firecracker?
Like the M80.
Oh, the M80. It's a little fat one. It's bigger around.
More explosion.
Yeah, it's
more
a 3.5 by 70.
3.5 by 70.
Like,
Can you picture?
like this big
Can you picture
and that big.
the fucking people rolling that cigar? They'd be like, I can picture like the Ben Affleck fucking closing his eye, holding the smoke post. Like, hey, you guys got to make these 70 gauge cigars, and they're all 3 inches. These guys are gonna be like
54.
Es mejor.
Es mejor.
Es mejor. 54 es mejor.
All right, Michael. That's all the cigar news.
That's all the cigar news. Do
we
you
have some other wonderful news.
Ooh, some
for
wonderful
public.
news.
Yes, man claims his penis shrank 1.5 inches from COVID.
The COVID did it.
COVID dick is real, say doctors.
COVID dick. It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's
Okay.
a thing. As if contracting COVID wasn't bad enough, and dismayed man now claims he has lost a whopping 1.5 inches from the length of his penis as a lingering result of the virus.
Now he has an inch.
No, it's 1.5 inches shorter.
Yeah, so now he has one.
I don't know what it was to start with. Apparently, this story I did read.
So, like, what kind of, before you get into it,
Sure.
let's just, can we discuss this?
Certainly. That's the whole idea of the news.
So this guy goes ahead and he measure his dick on the regular? I mean,
well, from what I have taken from the article, it was big.
He had a very large penis.
Very well endowed, gentlemen, and now it's an inch and a half.
Now he's just standard.
Now he's just average.
Now
he's just average. Yes.
My dick looks smaller.
Yep.
You know, if you get fatter, you'll lose an inch. Maybe you got fatter.
Well, no. Wait till you see why. I mean, the doctors say it's a real thing.
Okay, let's.
All right. My penis has shrunk. The griping guy in a letter to the How to Do It podcast this week. I'm a heterosexual man in my 30s. He said anonymously, only referring to himself as coming up short.
Coming up stuck together.
Yeah, I know. In July of last year, I contracted COVID and was very sick. When I got to the hospital, I had some erectile dysfunction issues, he added, which is a thing. That's a regular side effect.
Yeah.
The purportedly once well-endowed man went on to explain that prior to the diagnosis, he boasted an above-average size tool.
Above average.
But much to his chagrin, he formerly impressive privates have simply lost their luster.
Less than average.
The erectile dysfunction gradually got better with some medical attention, but I seemed to be left with a lasting problem, he confessed. Before I got sick, my penis was above average, not huge, but definitely bigger than normal. Now I've lost about an inch and a half and become decidedly less than average. He claimed that a medical advisor had attributed his pecker problems to vascular damage caused by COVID.
Wow.
And was warned that the impairment was likely permanent.
You now have a small dick.
It shouldn't really matter, the man wrote, but it has a profound impact on my self-confidence and my abilities in bed. I know that you can't give me back my missing length and girth, but I was wondering if you could give me any advice on what to do now. That's what he said to the podcast he called. So apparently it's not only smaller, but less around.
It's a smaller gauge. It's like
yeah,
a 48.
smaller gauge, right.
Yeah,
right.
Instead of a 54.
In response to the dude's desperate plea for penis help, Dr. Charles Welliver, a urologist and director of men's health at Albany Medical College, confirmed the rare but real havoc COVID can wreak on a man's unmentionables. So it is a thing. So we need to ask your brother. Your brother's definitely had it worse than anybody else here.
Yeah. So we have dick questions.
We have dick questions, Gregory. Oh, maybe we should ask Alex. Need to ask his princess, as he called her today.
That's a little weird. Princess.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Hello, princess.
Hello, princess. How are you?
Shouldn't you be like your queen?
I don't know. Maybe you're the king and queen, so they're the prince and princess.
Oh. Hey, princess.
Hey, princess.
Very strange.
This is daddy.
This is daddy.
All right, Michael, have you noticed that there's some purple street lights in Florida?
Purple street lights.
At night, like on the highway. Some are purple, some are white. Now, I was just talking about this the other night. I believe it was Boots when we were coming back from somewhere late.
Yeah.
And some of the street lights are purple.
Really?
Yes. So we thought those were purple were like, that's like the new thing. Some kind of anti-glare purple thing or something?
It's probably like an indicator of crime.
No.
Okay.
But that's why I pulled this story.
Excellent.
Drivers throughout Florida may have noticed some streetlights giving off a wrong kind of glow. A large number of LED streetlights are shining a mysterious purple color instead of the normal bright white light.
Because they have COVID.
Like when you get off of the highway here for the shop at night, what's it, 108? Some are white, some are purple there.
Gotcha.
Yes.
It's because of COVID. Because some of them have contracted COVID and now they have small dicks.
No, those are the defective ones.
Oh, okay.
Lights are defective. According to the Florida Department of Transportation, LED lights are known to be brighter and more efficient than fluorescent bulbs, but they use a special filter to produce white light. The state transportation agency said a design flaw in a certain model of the streetlights is turning them blue and purple throughout Florida. The manufacturer sold a large number of these fixtures to agencies all over the state of Florida and are working to provide no-cost replacement for those which are malfunctioning, said Adam Rose, an FDOT spokesman. Yes, wrote an email to the Bradenton Herald. Some of these purple streetlights have been spotted along Cortez Road in Bradenton, US 41 in Palmetto, on the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, rest stops in Pinellas County, and they're all over the state. So it's a defective one. So if you see purple, those are wrong. They're all supposed to be white.
I like a little purple. It's nice.
Yeah, I like the purple better, actually.
The purple's more pleasant.
Purple. I thought maybe it was a Prince thing, purple rain.
Oh, yeah. In honor of Prince.
Or Prince, right.
Yeah.
Did you see all the Betty White stuff that's going on now?
She died.
Well, right. But like yesterday was Betty White's birthday.
Yeah.
So on Google, if you Googled Betty White, rose petals fell from the top of your computer.
Oh.
And then at the bottom, it came up in some type of script writing, "Thank you for being a friend."
Oh.
That was nice.
That is nice.
Last night, Niagara Falls turned everything white.
Because of
Betty White. It was her birthday. It was her birthday.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's so too.
You know, I did see a clip on TV yesterday, which is fucking hilarious. They said, they were interviewing Betty White, and he said, "What would you call the Real Housewives?" And she said something like, "The Real Hookers of Orange County," or something like that. And I was like, "Damn, Betty, that was." She's like, and I mean that the nicest way.
She had no filter.
That was fucking
years.
amazing.
Yeah, very, very funny, fast-witted woman, from what I understand.
Yeah. Could you imagine her at like Thanksgiving dinner or some shit?
Right.
Fucking hilarious.
Right. All right, now we have a story that was sent in by the audience.
Ooh.
This is our Florida story for the week.
Oh, that should be your listener of the week. Somebody sent it in.
Okay. Good idea. At the end, that will make them listener of the week.
Okay.
Florida woman facing felony charges after pelting a man with containers of glitter.
Nice.
Over in Clearwater, Florida, 2 women are facing...
It's kind of local.
Yes. 2 women are facing a felony charge after police say they went to a man's apartment in Clearwater and started throwing glitter at him during an argument.
That's amazing. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to get rid of glitter?
We can ask Greg that question, too.
Yeah, he still wants Boots to get him a new vacuum.
According to the arrest affidavit from Pinellas County, 27-year-old... 27, where to go? 27-year-old Caitlin O'Donovan and 29-year-old Sarah Franks went to the man's apartment on Fairwood Avenue.
O'Donovan started that shit. Good old Irish name. She's definitely the fighter.
Yeah. Fairwood Avenue just before 3 a.m. on Monday and started arguing with him as he stood at his fenced balcony. Both women threw a container of glitter at the victim during an argument. Do they just have that glitter with them?
I know what we're going to do.
We're going to throw glitter at Frank.
This motherfucker up.
What is his name? Caitlin and 20-year-old Sarah Frank.
Those are 2 girls.
They didn't say who the man was, did they? Didn't give the man's name. Oh, because it's Frank's.
He's a victim.
Yeah, they're like, okay, grab the glitter. Where do you get glitter at 3 a.m.? 2 big containers.
Just have that shit on standby.
They just have it. Maybe they're strippers. They have glitter.
You came in with the plan.
Sorry, argued with him as he stood at his fence balcony. Both women threw a container of glitter at the victim during the argument, according to the Clearwater police. The arrest affidavit stated that the man was hit in the head and torso. So they're good shots.
Oh,
good shots.
Maybe they had multiple fucking tubes.
Officer said Franks then climbed over the balcony fence, went into the man's apartment, and threw more containers of glitter at him. So it wasn't just the 2.
I knew they had multiple.
They had more.
They're not fucking around.
She then unlocked the front door to let O'Donovan inside as well, the affidavit said. Right.
She climbed up.
She threw more stuff at him. He's like, oh, he's distracted. I'm getting the door.
Right. Oh, my God, all this glitter.
O'Donovan, head for the front.
I got you.
Through more container. According to police, Franks left the apartment complex in a vehicle that was then traced back to her Seville Boulevard home. The arrest affidavit said the vehicle was still warm to the touch and had glitter inside when police found it.
Evidence.
Franks and O'Donovan were both arrested and charged with felony burglary with assault or battery. Franks was also charged with criminal mischief because police said she kicked the window until it broke as she was leaving the apartment.
Nice.
It's quite the evening for these 2 young ladies.
You got to give them credit. The only step above that would be like throwing the glitter, breaking in, and then on the way in, like ripping the fire extinguisher off the wall of the apartment, and then just fucking hosing the entire house. Just really kind of laying into them. Like just then he shows up, cops show up, and he's just covered in white dust.
Right.
And glitter.
It's white. Yeah, that's right.
It's just fucking and then they could just say it was in honor of Betty White.
Oh,
yeah, we're just
big
excited.
Betty White fans.
A huge Betty White fan.
He was saying bad things about Betty White.
Yeah, you don't talk shit about Betty.
Right. He said he fucked her, and then we just went crazy with the glitter.
Yeah, we just lost it.
All right, then listener of the week.
It's gonna be Brittany. It's gonna be Brittany.
Don't ruin it, Michael. Where's the gong? Oh, there it is. Cigar Hustler Podcast, episode 209, listener of the week. Brittany Stepankevich.
Knew it.
Thank you.
I knew it.
Lovely Brittany for sending me that story.
That is fantastic.
Yes. Shop of the week, Michael?
Shop of the week.
Well, since Brittany sent in the glitter, shop of the week, Cigar Hustler, 829 Deltona Boulevard.
That's a good spot.
Deltona, Florida, 32725.
I've heard good things about that place.
Yes. They have a new toilet, I understand.
Yeah, the owner's very nice.
Yes, the owner.
Yeah.
Owner.
Yeah.
Owner is very nice.
I will tell you this, it was really funny is after you did your whole announcement, they all did social media posts about their new jobs.
Yes.
Keanu's by far was the fucking funniest.
It was the funniest.
Because he's got this ruler out, and he's like measuring the fucking length of the fridges and stuff. Right.
But he is not a cute little blonde with ponytails wearing leather white shorts.
In this industry, being a girl helps.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. She went quite far with that thing. And they were all texting people to get people to help them spread the news,
love that.
too.
That's amazing.
Very nice.
Very funny. Very funny.
So that's all I got this week, Michael.
That's all.
Anything else?
That's it?
We're at 52.
I mean,
52 minutes. What are we going to do in the Patreon this week?
This episode dropped very heavy off the rip.
Yes, it did.
What are we going to review?
The shit show this week is going to be a heavier show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just going to be Chet and I.
Oh.
I need to clear the room.
Clear the room. Interesting.
So what are we doing on the Patreon? Let's change
Why
the
you gotta
subject.
clear the room?
Because there's certain things we're going to talk about where I want a smaller crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's Chet's wife's birthday today, Rebecca.
Yes, it's right,
Howell.
Rebecca, and she is a listen. Well, she listens to the other show. Well, she listens.
Well, we'll slide in. Happy
But
birthday.
happy birthday, Rebecca Atwell.
Yeah.
Yes. We saw her last night over at the new Atwell Hacienda.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I feel like for the Patreon, we might as well just go off the fucking deep end. The new Las Provincias Seis or whatever the hell it is has dropped, and I'm curious to see what flavors I can taste from it.
Oh,
so
kind of an expensive cigar, Michael, to throw the dice.
If you're gonna go in, you got to,
there you go.
If you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly. Oh, that's what they say.
Right.
So there it is.
All right, so this is episode 209. Cigar Hustle, the number 2 cigar podcast to listen to in 2022. The number 1 podcast on Podbean still.
If you ever go to a theme park, just make sure that you check before you sit down. If you take anything away from this podcast, take that away.
Don't sit in the pee.
Don't sit in someone else's pee.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Bye. The Cigar Hustlers podcast, its owners, and its sponsors take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of Mike and Mike Productions or the podcast providers, and opinions between talk show hosts may differ. It is not our intention to libel, incite, or hurt anyone's feelings. We invite you to write the show's host, Mike Stepankevich, with any feedback or suggestions that you have for their shows. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment in the hope that they will be entertaining to the audience.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Justo Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again.
Perfect. Ever. I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the moderator.
You didn't even let him fuck it up all the way.
I gotta get past Hojo!
Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not even
record.
gonna try.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right.
Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.